Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian over here at the Little Orchard Farm, and today's a big day. Joined by a bunch of friends and family, and today is chicken butchering day. We're gonna take the meat birds that we've had out on pasture for 8 weeks, and we're gonna process those today. And we thought we'd just take you along for a little bit of that ride as we will walk through the process of what we're gonna do to each of these birds, show you a little bit about what the finished product looks like. We don't want to get too too graphic here on YouTube. We'll probably get banned or something like that. But today's going to be a great day, and we've got a lot to do. So let's do this. The first thing that we've done to make sure that we've got everything kind of lined up correctly is me being in IT. I made my list. So we got all the good steps, everything that we need to know, basically from all the other YouTube videos we've been watching and books we've been reading. A couple of our killing cones to begin the harvest of our meat birds. We've got our scalder here, which is step number 2, and Mike is taking a temperature reading. We need that to be at 145. Our chicken plucker, again, Micah and Brandy were so gracious to loan us their chicken plucker, so that's awesome. And then we bring it across over here to the table where we're going to eviscerate the bird and then finish off by the packaging. Now we're going to do something a little bit different through our process, and we're going to actually take a couple of birds and package those whole. So we'll have a couple of whole birds, broilers, and then we're going to take the other ones and we're actually going to cut those up into breast, thighs, legs, and wings. And then we'll also keep the liver and heart as well. So we've got a lot of work to do today. It's going to be a fun day. We're going to be living and learning. So let's get to it. All right, so here are our 14 meat birds. They've been out on pasture for 8 weeks. I'd say the average weight is just a little bit more than 5 pounds a piece. And they are very, very healthy birds. We can tell the difference between the females and the males. As the males are quite a bit larger, they're gonna run 5.5 to 6 pounds, and the females are a little bit smaller. As we've had friends and Greg, our brother, come down to help us, it just reminds me of how awesome community is. I mean, I can think back to when groups of neighbors would come together and help bring in the crops, or gather up from the fruit orchard, or help maybe share animals, or even process meat birds. And it just makes me so thankful for the opportunity that we have to establish community and to enjoy the time that we share with our family and friends, and what great impact they have on us. It's truly an awesome experience. And it makes me wonder, where has that gone? You know, I think back to living in our neighborhood several years ago, and you know, we would put up a fence around the backyard. We moved from the front porch to the back porch, and we isolated ourselves. It was really kind of sad that I think back on it, because there were several neighbors that I rarely saw, and even one or two that I never met. And out here, at least, out of necessity, really, community is incredibly important. And I think that it's something that is overlooked in all of our lives throughout the things that we do. I think that we have almost become isolated in a way, and we miss out on the incredible blessings that community offers. I think we all shared the sentiment that we look forward to these types of things and that we're going to have a lot more of them. We even get together from time to time just to sit around the open fire and shoot the bull. But these kinds of things here are incredibly productive, both from the standpoint of putting meat in the freezer, but also in building relationships, long-lasting, lifelong relationships.
Baby, did we have...
I was supposed to cut something.
Yeah, right there, go down and out. You want to get close to the tail.
Yeah, just go off.
Keep going. Yep, perfect.
Did I not get it right?
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. As long as you get the majority.
Did we get a butter knife or no?
I did not. I'll go get one.
Just use the back of that. Get your thumb.
A thumb and go up underneath it.
Baby, can you get this thing off?
There you go. And then separate it
I can't
just
get
like
it
that and pull it out from the throat. You want to pull. There you go. Pull that on out.
Mommy, is that
There you go.
the large or small
So this is the
intestine?
heart?
Yep.
Baby, I don't know.
It's the brain.
There's the crop.
Now on the intestines, it's coming toward the back right here. You just want to pull that kind of taut. Take your knife and go down each side and then cut underneath it.
Mommy, I want to see on the inside.
Baby, it's just empty now.
Pull it.
I want to see.
Nice. Oh, right there they
Right
are.
here.
Yeah, right there they are. Oh, that's them right there, those two little pink things. You want to scrape that out.
Why?
Man, this is so exciting. We're learning so much. This is our first time to do this, and so there's a lot of taking it slow. You know, you watch somebody like a Joel Salatin do this, and he does a bird in like less than 45 seconds. Takes us a little bit longer, but we're learning so much. We're seeing what we're supposed to be doing. One of the things I did want to mention, and you know, we raised these birds for 8 weeks, and we recognized and we attempted to give them a really, really nice life as they grazed daily on fresh pasture. We provided them plenty of food and water, and hopefully they enjoyed their time here. And in making that kind of that ultimate sacrifice to become meat for our table, we certainly give thanks and respect and honor that bird for that sacrifice. And so we don't take this lightly. We're not over here laughing it up and cutting these birds. We understand that that this is a survival kind of a deal, a mentality, and one that we want to respect and honor the flock. Okay, so what did we benefit from this? Let's take a look at the inherent benefits of knowing where that bird came from, how that bird was treated, what that bird was fed, the general health and welfare of the bird. Setting aside those things, which we generally like to think we had a better bird, right? I mean, the bird was not in a cage all its life, wasn't stacked 3, 4, 5 deep in a single cage, never to have seen grass. Setting that aside for a minute and looking at just the overall cost of raising the bird. We purchased our birds from McMurray Hatchery, 14 of them. We actually bought 15 of them. One of them didn't make it. So we had 14 birds at $3.50 plus 40 cents per bird for coccidia vaccination and a Merrick's disease vaccination, and that came to $55. We purchased one bag of grit at $7.50 for the birds, for the chicks to have while they were in the brooder. And we also bought, in total, across the 8 weeks, 3.5 bags we went through of feed at $30 each. We use a company called Tucker Millings, which is a feed company here in the state of Alabama, but they have stores or resellers across the Southeast, and we found that to be an awesome feed company. They do a ton of research and development of various feeds for a number of animals, but their chick starter and their chick feed, and we even mixed in their quail and game bird feed into our feed because of the high protein level. I think it was 23% protein, but that total of that was $105, which came to a total of raising these birds $167.50. You divide that by the 14 birds and you get about $11.96 that it cost us to raise that bird. So we had about 12 bucks invested per bird. You divide that by the weight, and we were seeing anywhere from 5.5 to 6.5 pounds on these birds. So I averaged it out at 6 pounds, and you were looking at $1.99 per pound. Now again, I could go to the grocery store and pick up meat at $4.50, and I spent just a little less than $2. We spent a little less than $2 per pound raising these birds, and of course, labor was free.
I'll catch it. I'll catch it if it falls.
What do you think? How you like this, Karen?
I don't like the heat of it.
The heat. it's not like sticking it in, you said earlier, not like sticking in a nice refrigerated carcass from the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's a little strange. Yeah, a little different.
We call you guys deer season.
Come clean, come process a deer.
How much for processing hogs?
Well, funny thing.
You got some hogs to process?
They know how to process. They've seen it processed.
I have multiple
Quail are so much easier.
videos. Oh my gosh, I'm sure. Yes, I know.
I should have brought a couple.
Couple of quail down, we could have processed those. Got some good fat on them, don't they?
Yeah, that one's got fat.
Yeah,
I love that you are so eager to
I am too. That is awesome.
touch.
You're gonna be a homesteader for sure. So without a doubt, I can tell you that this is so much better than a two-man operation when you have friends and family that come to help. It makes it go so much better, and I'm learning a lot too. Our neighbors Brittany and Micah have gone through some of this before. They've processed some of their own chickens, and so we can watch and see and learn from them. Of course, Karen, she's processed whole birds before after they've come from the store in terms of cutting them up into the different parts and pieces: breast, thighs, legs, and wings.
That's what I was wanting to hear.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the little,
Skin.
well, no, it's just tissue, but it holds all the
Can
organs in
I
place.
throw a part away? Here,
Yeah,
you can throw
here,
that.
throw that away.
All right, what you
I
got?
want him to go.
Pick it up.
We need to probably, we're over here in the ice. Our first bird.
They're like not.
That's how you know it works. When it goes,
When it locks down into gear 2.
yeah. Yes, it does.
Wow, that's awesome. Fresh.
With the water bottle.
With the water bottles.
Yes, when
Well, all right, we have processed 14 chickens, leaving 2 of them whole as broilers and cutting up the others into breast, thighs, legs, and wings. And also keeping the the liver and the hearts for maybe a treat for Yara, who knows. But we've learned a lot. We've learned where our setup was efficient and where it was less efficient. where we need to move some things around. A great example is our plucker. Our plucker sits uphill from our processing table, and therefore there's a nice stream running right between the legs of the folks that are processing. And so we found some other ways that we can improve upon our process for the next time. And there will be a next time. We've actually already planned to go ahead and order the next batch of birds and get those here, because we're excited about having the opportunity to be a little bit more self-reliant and having our own meals grow right here on this farm. Well, guys, we hope you guys have a wonderful week and a very blessed week. And until we see you again the next time, we will see ya.